It's my pleasure at this time to introduce someone that I've had some dealings with over the last number of years. First as the city councilor from Ward 5 in Malden, and then most recently as principal at Malden High School. And this gentleman was alluded to by Mayor Howard, deals with issues that on a day-to-day basis impact not only my students at Malden High School, but most of you in this room. He spends a lot of time in Washington, but he never forgot that he grew up near Dever Park and was a Malden guy his entire life. So it's my great honor and pleasure to introduce our Congressman Ed Markey.
Great job you do at Malden High School. Let me begin by thanking all of you who are here for all that you have done throughout your lives for the City of Malden and for our country, to make this city the great city which it is, and our country the great country which it is. Let me thank Mayor Howard. Mayor Howard is a great mayor. And there's no other way to describe his service to this city. 6 new schools, a brand new YMCA, River's Edge, up and down every street in Malden, making a big difference in keeping our city at the forefront of every single economic, educational, healthcare trend in the United States and the world. And here today, dedicating the single most modern community center in the United States of America. Congratulations, Mr. Mayor. Fantastic. And I'm honored that Senator Say is here today, and I thank you so much for your nice words about my mother and father as well. Representative Donato, thank you for being here. Representative Smith is here as well. I thank the city councilors, Councilors Batfora and Nestor, for your nice words, and for all the city council people who are here, school committee as well, for your efforts in creating this fantastic facility. To Sandra Albright here, representing Secretary Fester from the state, the Office of Elder Affairs, my friend Sue Thompson, who is the Chief of Staff for the Secretary of Elder Affairs, and to Debbie Burke, the Litany of Saints. Debbie Burke, can we hear it from Debbie Burke? What a fantastic job she did. Steve Rashowski, Debbie Burke, Steve Rashowski, the head of the Malden Redevelopment Authority, for his fantastic work on this, and to the great, the one, the only Christine DePietro for her incredible effort. All of this packaged together is absolutely fantastic. A one-woman multinational public interest group. Everyone will enjoy this facility. And to Nisi Deegan, we're standing on the shoulders of giants here. Nisi Deegan, who is here, who did so much for so many years. Just thank you so much for being here. My grandparents came here from County Kerry in 1902 and lived on Charles Street 107 years ago. I've made it down to Townsend Street, 3 blocks. That's how far we've made it in 107 years here in Malden. My mother was the daughter of those Irish immigrants, and she went to Girls Catholic High School. She was the president of the senior class, but her mother died. there was no Franklin Delano Roosevelt at that point. There was no Medicare, Medicaid. There were no programs. The program was one of the girls stays home, becomes the homemaker, which is what my mother did. And so we then had my father, who was the manager of a Connor A&P, when they would look like 7-Elevens at that time, on the corner of Cross Street and Main Street in Malden, meeting my mother as she was out shopping. Now, he asked her for 10 years to marry her, but she turned him down for 10 years. So that's a long family story. But then she raised my two brothers and I. We all went to Boston College and law school, living here in Malden, which I have for my entire life, as did my mother. My mother was pretty much a genius. She used to do calculus for fun. She used to say that she was going to donate my brothers and my brain to Harvard Medical School as completely unused human organs. Her expectations were very high for us. She wanted us to achieve, and that's what Malden is all about. It's been a city of immigrants. It's been a city of people working hard in order to make their families, this city, and the country a better place to live in. When my mother contracted Alzheimer's, my father, who said it was an honor that my mother married her, kept her in our living room on Townsend Street for 10 years to honor her for what she did in helping to build the city and our family. So it's my honor to be here today because they represent what Malden's all about. A commitment to families, a commitment to the city, and a commitment to the future. Now, with me today, our family has gathered from several generations in order to honor this day. My brother John is here with his wife, Kim, and their daughter, Caroline and Robert. Kim's mother, Jean, is here as well. My brother Richard is over here. Richard and his wife Cynthia and their daughter Samantha right here in the front row. But I thought that I would reach back a little bit, and so I asked my father's youngest sister, my Aunt Margie, to come here today. And Margie is sitting right here in the front row. And my cousin Alice and her husband Jack brought her down here today. And sitting next to her is my uncle Jimmy Kenny. Jimmy Kenny married Agnes Courtney, my mother's youngest sister. Jimmy grew up on Brackenbury Street, became the postmaster for Melrose. He knew the Volpe family. And he was brought down here by my cousin Carolyn and her husband George. So we say hello to Uncle Jimmy and Aunt Margie, who represent the history of this city and this country going back generations. So we thank everybody who is here. It is a tremendous honor for us that you are here. All of the people who are honored with the dedication of this come from the greatest generation who worked through the Depression, survived World War II, and then built this country into the great country which it is, in order for us all to benefit from it. The great poem written by Robert Browning, the great poet, said, "Grow old with me, the best is yet to be." And I know that's the goal that the mayor, Christine, and everyone else has for everyone who was in this room. When my grandmother and grandfather got off the boat from County Kerry, life expectancy in the United States was 48 years of age, 1902. But because of Medicare and Medicaid and the Malden Community Senior Center and other facilities like this, life expectancy is now 79 years old. Unless you happen to be a Markey or a Courtney, and your life expectancy is now 90 years old in order to enjoy all of the things which are here in our country to benefit from. So thank you all very much for this great. Thank you for everything that you've done for the City of Malden, and thank you for honoring my mother and father here today. Thank you all so much. One more final note, which is unforgivable but hopefully correctable. The reason I know these statistics about high health care and life expectancy is that my wife, a 2-star admiral in the Public Health Service, Assistant Surgeon General of the United States, instructs me as to the incredible advances we've made in public health. Please give a warm welcome to my wife, Susan Blumenthal. Thank you all so much.
I just had a note somebody handed me in the corner. In case he didn't do that, Markey forgot his wife. Let me put this away. Okay. We're going to ask Congressman Markey to stay up here, and if he would like members of his family to join us on the stage. We're also joined by 2 of Malden's finest seniors, Ann Leonard to my far left, and Phyllis Camerata. So if you want to come around, folks, and join us. Other members going to join us on the, come on up. I'll give you a couple more minutes here to take all the photos you need to. What I would like to do now is ask Ms. Leonard and Ms. Camerata to unveil the plaque and have Congressman Markey read the plaque to us.
Thank you. So this is the first time I've seen it as well. So it says, like so many Maldonians of their era, John and Christina Markey were members of the greatest generation. They struggled through the Depression, survived World War II, and were among those who helped make Malden a wonderful, welcoming place to live. Christina Courtney Markey was president of the senior class at Girls Catholic High School, the daughter of Irish immigrants to Malden. She aspired to attend college. Her mother's untimely death forced Christina to set aside her dream in order to stay home to care for her family. She later dedicated herself to raising her own 3 sons, Congressman Edward Markey and attorneys John and Richard Markey. John Markey began his career at the Hood Milk Company as a milkman. He rose to become assistant manager of the company's foods division. After his wife was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, John heroically cared for her at their home on Townsend Street for more than 10 years. Christina Markey passed away in 1998, and John in 2000. John and Christina Markey were married for 54 years. They loved Malden and were proud of its heritage. They embodied the best ideals of that great generation: love and dedication to each other, their family and friends, coupled with an unwavering honesty, integrity, selflessness, and commitment to hard work. The City of Malden dedicates this senior community center in their memory and in honor of the greatest generation. Let it serve as a place where our community can gather for generations to come dedicated on this 24th day of January in 2009. Thank you.